Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well. This video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired this season's home kit, the 1980 Trevor Brooking FA Cup final shirt that inspired this season's away kit. It's also the Paolo Di Canio 99 to 2000 kit in there. Loads of other really nice retro gears in there as well, guys. Not just for West Ham, but there's England, other Premier League, there's European teams in there as well. Just go check those out. There's also West Ham colour inspired Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally get will be going on to either still continue to go to Isla's Fight, or will go to the NHS or some form of trust where we can try and help battle this COVID virus. So guys, thank you very much for any purchases that you may be making. Now, I know there's not a lot to talk about, especially there's nothing concrete to talk about, but what I want to talk about today is our defensive midfielders, because it seems to be quite a hot topic the last few days. Obviously, you know my thoughts on Thomas Souček as well. We just have to wait and see as and when this season finishes, to see what the decision is going to be made in the summer, if the football still can be played by then. But more specifically, there's been a lot of talk about Declan Rice linked to Chelsea, and there's a lot of there's a lot of chat, shall we say, about Carlos Sanchez. So let's talk about Dex first and foremost, because I've covered Thomas Souček quite a lot. For those that watched the live conversation at lunchtime on Monday, I briefly talked about Declan Rice on that as well. But as we know, over the last few days, there's been a rumour that he's linked to going to Chelsea for around about £80 million. Now, it didn't help the cause that the very ever reliable ex-West Ham employee, who's a very, very cool bloke, I speak to him every single time I get to the West Ham Way events. So I trust the bloke 100%. You guys know that. He said that Chelsea have been monitoring him for a while and they really like him. And fair enough. You know, he's a good player. We all love him. We know the potential he's got. And Chelsea fans don't want him. Fine, I'm happy with that. I'm happy that they don't want him, because I want him to stay. We all want him to stay. We all know that. We want him to stay. But a lot of conjecture has been going around, a lot of people being pissed off at Lampard, if the rumour is true. And likewise, a lot of people are getting pissed off if the rumour is true, and what the hell is Moyes playing at? But I can't see Declan Rice going. I really, really can't see him going. He loves the club too much. I really, really do. I mean, yes, okay, he's got his mate Mason Mount at the football club, and of course they're going to want to work together. You know, it probably will happen at some point, not just at an England basis for the long term, but I honestly think that at some point they will play club football together. As I said, at some point. Can't see it soon, but again, you never know. This is West Ham and football, for that matter. Everything's in the hands of the footballing gods. But guys, I just want to quickly mention that from now on, look, I'll do this. Right, so I might have a bit of ruffling with the microphone, but I have a new chair, so there's no more squeaking for the recorded videos and in the live videos either. So there's one less thing to worry about from that side of things, because that irritated the hell out of me. The reason why I've got this new chair is because obviously I'm working from home, like a lot of people are at the moment. The majority of the country who have any common sense are staying at home for as long as possible, painting, doodling, drawing, paint, whatever you're doing. I hope you guys are keeping yourself motivated, because let's face it, guys, we've got nothing to talk about as a West Ham collective. Absolutely nothing. But as I say, I can't see Declan Rice leaving. I really, really can't. Now, coming on to Carlos Sanchez, who cares? Quite frankly, about Carlos Sanchez. I personally don't. Reason being is because he signed a 2-year deal in the summer of 2018 when Pellegrini came in. And there's odds, everything is looking that he's off whenever this season finishes. So who cares? quite frankly. There's more important things to worry about. You know, we've got to make sure that we're all keeping ourselves safe and out of harm's way as much as possible. I know it's very, very difficult for us not to for us to be told not to have any guests over, and we shouldn't have any guests over under any circumstances. As much as I hate it, because I'm going stir crazy, and I understand why people are doing it, but we need to be making sure that we're not leaving the home unless we absolutely have to, and we need to make sure that we're not letting anybody in. Guys, this is the 21st century. We have video calls where we can talk to each other on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, loads of other platforms where we can video talk. Even some of the dating apps now are doing video calls because of it. So you know, we need to use our common sense, and not just in every day, but football more importantly. We really need to think about all the stuff that we're seeing, and don't lose our shit about stuff. There's stuff that comes up every single day, and as I said to you guys, I only want to talk about stuff that I think is genuinely worth talking about. Okay, I'm still here. I'm going to be trying making content for you as frequently as possible. One video maybe every 2 to 3 days, unless something really worthwhile comes up talking about. But as I said, the purpose of this video is the fact that don't worry about our defensive midfielder positions. Yes, okay, you know, we're all panicking at the same point, because at the end of the day, Declan Rice is a very, very important player for us. We know that. We all know that. But guys, don't panic about it, because I've just got a feeling in my guts, and again, I want to be proven wrong, but I've called everything in relation to over the last 2 to 3 weeks has come to fruition exactly in the way that I said it would. So I'm hoping that football's going to stay in the same logic, but there is never any logic when it comes to football. But honestly, guys, please do look after yourselves. Stop panicking about the little things that don't matter, like Declan Rice going to West Ham. Make sure your attention is being focused on you and your loved ones and those that you care about, and also your friends as well. You know, now I appreciate that that's all together in one thing. But guys, please, look, we've got more important things to worry about. We need to make sure that we all do our part to fight this pandemic. So guys, please look after yourselves, take care, relax, deep breaths, keep calm. We will get through this as West Ham supporters, and we'll get through this as a nation in general. Once football's coming up, we will be loving going back to the London Stadium to see West Ham play. I'm not a London Stadium supporter. I never have been. But guys, we're 2.5 weeks since the last game. And, you know, I'm getting the shakes as much as you guys are, but honestly, if you want to talk to me, you know where to reach me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform. Contact me if you want somebody to talk to. You know, I'm always here for you guys. Because at the end of the day, I've said it numerous times over the last couple of years, this is your channel as it is much mine. I'm doing this for your benefit as well as mine. So I'm hoping this is a great platform that you're enjoying. If you do, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to know more content. We are 2 away from 1,530 subscribers. It'd be nice to try and get to 1,600 by the end of the season, whenever that's going to be, looking like June, July as it stands at the minute. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for your time. Relax, keep calm. Enjoy your beers, enjoy your wine, enjoy your gin, whatever you're drinking. Just make sure you're safe. You take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon.